Good afternoon, loves. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? I'm doing fantastic. I hope you guys are all having a great day. And today we're going to have a lot of different things going on because I want to get outside. So I'm going to do some little prep work things. And we're going to just, I have a lot of different irons in the fire and a lot of different projects going on at one time. But that's what keeps me busy and I like it that way. So anyway, we're going to be making some iced tea. So I have the water already, and then we're just going to be putting in some Lipton tea bags. How easy is that, right? That's one of my little things. This is my little prep corner here, as you can see. So I'm always working in this corner because it has a nice maple top or whatever, and I just love it over here in the corner, and I get this nice daylight. So we're just going to put in about 4 or 5 tea bags, press them down in there. This is Lipton decaffeinated tea is what I drink, that I like to make iced tea out of anyway. But then when I drink hot tea, I love to have Earl Grey is one of my favorites. I've been drinking the black tea with mango. I love that one. And I also have this caramel, I think it's a caramel, what is it called? Caramel. My little tea stash here. Caramel. Oh, that's Earl Grey decaffeinated tea. And then this one is, well, maybe it's in the other one. This is a black tea, but the black tea that I really like is the loose leaf tea, which is black tea with mango. I think I bought that on Amazon. I love that one. Green tea, we have green Magic Mountain green tea, and then it might be in my other by my coffee area, and then another favorite Earl Grey black tea, but it's called caramel. I think it's caramel and black tea. I think it is, or caramel in. I think it's caramel and black tea. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe one more. I like it pretty strong, pretty good. I'm gonna get those down in there. What I do that, then I put the lid on and I set it in my windowsill, and it'll be ready to go tomorrow. So that's what I like to do. I have other teas in my coffee little bar area in my den, so that's where this came from, and that's where it has to go back because there's no place for it over here. So, oh, these fell out. Okay, I took them out. Okay, the next project I have going on is, now that I got tea all over my space, this little press, garden press. So you unscrew it, get it unscrewed. Oh shoot, it went right in the crock. I'm gonna have to move that crock because I drop everything in that crock. It's underneath here, and what's in the crock is freezer paper for freezing meats. That's what I keep in my big crock underneath here. But I'm gonna have to go down to it and get that out. Okay, I took last year's stuff out. So last year I pressed some flowers and things, and this is what I have left over because I made some, you know, what I do is I'll take some of this and I'll make like a cute little card if we're going to someone's house, or if I want to send a thank you card that's very personalized, I'll do that. Now, you can tell by the thicker ones, they turned out okay, but like when you make a card out of them and they're really thick like that, I don't really care for that look. So, and then here's some of the leaves, which they turned out pretty thin and pretty nice. But some of these other ones are really amazing. Some of these other leaves, like these leaves, are really kind of cute. And they're really frail, so you have to be very careful when you paste them onto a card that you're gonna make. This one is adorable. Turned out super cute. I love the green one here. Get a hold of it. And I think it has a little, which was a little morning glory, I believe it was. And then there's this one, super fine, super pretty. These are all really, really cute. These turned out really nice. These little tiny morning glories. Look at that. Tell me that isn't precious. I'll just show you the rest of them on this paper so you can kind of see. There's a leaf, another flower, and then the morning glories. And I'm not sure what that little thing is, but can you see it? How precious. So pretty. So that's what I did last year. Now this year, I'd like to do some of the fern that we have growing out in our woods that I walk every day. It's just so beautiful and so just like, I don't know, fairy-like, right? And it just is so pretty. So we might do some of that. And so I want to get my sheets of paper in here. So what I want to do is just kind of take some of this paper. And I did have cardstock last year, but I'm just going to do paper because that's what I found easy access today instead of going back in the paper department. So I'm just going to cut some circles that we can put in between the layers of this cardboard that we rest our plants on that we want to press. So I'm trying to get this ready so when I do get ready to go and forge and find some really cute flowers and leaves and things, that I have this ready. So see, we have all of the cardboard. So in each one of these cardboards, we want to put a couple sheets of this regular paper. And then that way we can be ready. So, I mean, summer is like almost here, right? This is our spring. It's like summer is upon us. So we have to get busy and we have to get some of these things done. And these things bring us, you know, happiness. They bring me happiness, and because I like doing things like this. And they don't have to be perfect. They just have to be circles. Get rid of this out of our way. Okay, so we want to put a sheet of that in between, and then that, and then a couple more sheets. Another little circle. I had a really nice day in the yard yesterday. I did a bunch of cleaning up, a bunch of raking, a bunch of pulling weeds. I got most of my strawberries weeded, and then until I saw a snake, and then I was like, oh, I'm in the house. So I left that alone, and then I worked on the outside of the garden and cleaned up all around the one corner of the outside of the garden because I wanted to plant 2 rose bushes that I bought, a pink one and kind of like a orangey yellow one, and which is going to be really pretty. So they're kind of side by side but spaced apart, and that's going to be really nice when they start really growing. I just bought the bare root rose bush. You know, it's not in flower or anything yet, so it's the bare root one. It'll take a couple years to really get, you know, bushy and to start climbing and stuff like that. But they were regular price, and I think they were like $6 a piece. And I was looking online. I was going to order some from online, and they were quite expensive. They were like $34 for some bare root ones, and it's like, oh no, I'm not paying that. So I did find some, and I'll be happy with these 2 this year. And then next to it, next to the 2, there's another little space, almost where the snake is hanging out underneath this little rubbish pile we have with the leftover from our roof, siding stuff or whatever it is, like trim that goes on our soffit or whatever. And I think it's hiding underneath there. It kind of made a hole underneath there. And so we have to get it out eventually. But for right now, we'll be able to, I'm just going to do all these together so I have all these. Oh, I need 2 more. So this one will go on top of it. So we're just going to go with whatever I have stacked here. That way it'll, might want to do more than one in between there. So, but yeah, so I'm going to put the morning glories at the other end of the 2 rose bushes, so that, because the fence for the garden is there, so it can climb up the fence of the garden. I think that would look really nice. Okay, wonderful. So we have all of our sheets here for this. Oops, to do that, but I wanted to like dust this off. It's been sitting up in my art room. Let me get rid of this. I'm going to get a little rag or a little paper towel, and I think it's dirty. So let me rub this out. I just brought it down and took those out. We'll put this back together and then we're going to move on. You guys don't see anything fancy on this channel. It's like real life stuff, real things that I go through, real things that I do. You know, it's not like make believe. It's like real life stuff. Okay, so we can put these back in. Put our top back on. It needs dusted off too, so might as well. We'll have to dig in this. Okay, let me dust it off before I put the little things back on. Very nice. All right, we're going to put these little washers back on each. Go with the rounded side up. Know that. We're going to have to search for that other one, if you don't mind. Oopsie. You get it started, you're in good shape. Put these back. Go up there. Oh, it didn't go in, it landed on my little pot thing down there for my bucket or whatever for my almond flour. I can't wait to get that underneath side all cleaned up. There's so many jars underneath there. I'm just still trying to find more space in my pantry. So I told you I got my pantry cleaned out. The only thing that I didn't get done in my pantry is to go through all my canned goods yet. I have to go through all the canned goods and see, this is a cute little press. Go through all of my canned goods and read the dates. So other than that, we'll be doing that one day here soon. Let me get that done, and then that will free me up, I think, to take the rest of the wine that's down below down here is the wine that we sell online. And then a lot of these other flours and nuts and different things. I'm going to leave my cookbooks on the first shelf, but the bottom shelf, I want to get that all cleaned out, dusted again. And I'm going to put baking soda behind there because on this wall is like where our water source for the outside is. And for some reason on this side, we re-insulated the outside, put new siding on. But for some reason, I don't know if it's the windows or I don't know what, but we get little tiny little sugar ants. And I don't know if it's from that our water is right there, a water source that we use a lot. It keeps it kind of damp. I don't know what the deal is, but So anyway, we're going to put baking soda there because baking soda will keep away ants, mice, roaches, all that stuff. So I put baking soda in my window sills on both of these. I haven't seen any ants since. So it looks kind of weird where you see this little white powdery dust, you know, but hey, it works. So I'm just going to leave it. And yeah, so we're going to go with that. Okay, so another project that we have that I want to do is one that I've been meaning to do for a long time. Now, my husband bought me this dark rum, Jamaican rum, for a reason, but someone's been into it. Look, I have never had a swig of this, but someone's been into it. It's only up to here. Excuse me. I have no idea who's been into it, but I hope I can fit a cup in here. We need a cup of rum in here. And then we're going to make some, I'm all out of vanilla. So we're going to be making some vanilla. So I have some vanilla bean in here. And I